Today is Tuesday, April the 6th. We've just come off of a long weekend for Easter. I took Monday off also, so I apologize, no video last night. The McClellan oscillator had not changed all that much. It had gone up a little bit on Monday. Well, today it just didn't do anything at all. It just didn't move. So we're just approaching the overbought line, but it's still, 3 days now or 4 days of bullishness. So that's good. But it's not all good news. If you take a look at FinViz, you can see volume. And yesterday the volume in the NASDAQ was like this, the Dow was like this, and the S&P was like this. In other words, low volume. So where are the big traders? The Dow peaked at 10 a.m. and then just continued to slide. The NASDAQ peaked, pulled back, had its high at noon, and then a lower high. And the S&P was just all over the place. But the key thing is that we finished the day by losing a few points. And overall, the S&P was actually down 4 points. We did not, well, maybe we did make a new high. Hard to say. No, we did not close at a new high. We did make a new high, but we pulled back and we closed under that. So we're still looking at the Chico span way out there. Let's look on the weekly. We have nothing to worry about on the weekly. It would seem like, and the cloud tells us that we should be in an upwards direction. Doesn't mean we can't come back and test some Fibonacci's, but it does look bullish. The infrastructure plan looks strong for spending, at least, I would say, $2 trillion. It does mean that corporate taxes would go up, but the market has now had 3 or 4 days to think about it, and they've known that corporate taxes were going up. So I think that they're settled, they're comfortable with the Manchin's 25% corporate tax, at least Wall Street is. The Dow Jones pulled back 100 points from its all-time high, and the NASDAQ did not make a new high, but it did pull back from that 178.6% Fibonacci that we've been looking at. The good news is that the stocks that we are following, that I look at every day, did really well today. I mean, pretty well today. The disappointment that could have done better was Apple, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But looks like we do have a good basket of stocks. So although I keep talking about the same basket of stocks, the idea is that you apply, how I'm looking at charts and indicators, and perhaps, you might do the same. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And there was one comment from a gentleman or a lady who said, please update your videos, and I apologize for not being here yesterday. The volatility index didn't move very much. It's down in our board meeting just started, so I need to make this quick. Here we go. Apple. Rejection near the 50. Still on an upwards direction. Chico span looks like it's running into a whole bunch of problems. Earnings are coming up in about 3 weeks. ABBV was down, IBM was down, Home Depot was down, the banks were down. NEO was up a tiny bit. Rejection at the 20, simple moving average. Square had a really good day today, was up higher at one point, but look where it stopped. This is a daily, so look where it stopped. Let's take this green line out of there. And today we did not make the cloud. And the Chico span today, if you drew our line right there where we would have the top of the day. Can I do that without causing one of my other indicators to light up? The Chico span today hit the bottom of this candle and then pulled back. So that was the resistance that we would have expected, but I'm thinking this is still a pretty strong stock to be following. That's all I'm going to do today. T was up, and my AG&C stocks were also up. Now they are dividend providers, so when the market is hesitant, money moves into the dividend stocks. Didn't happen today, it happened today. Money was moving into the dividend stocks, and the market pulled back a little bit. But the stocks we're following are still good. So what are we looking at? The McClellan oscillator is always the one that tells us where we're going, and we should hit the oversold mark before we do a major drop back, the overbought mark before we do a major drop back, because that's what always, always, always happens. Didn't happen here, and it foretold this bit of a correction, but it happened all these other times. So let's say that history is with us, and we should see this week we hit the overbought line with the S&P moving up.